Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you Arabella by Arctic Monkeys, which is going to be using your power chord and some cool little licks. It's in the key of G or E minor, same thing, and we're going to have a go at the solo at the end. So have fun with it. We'll go straight to a close-up and I'll show you how to play it. Okay, so we'll go straight into the verse. In the verse you won't hear much guitar, you'll hear the same lick repeated and you'll hear a slide as well. And it's mostly bass and singing, of course. So what we're doing is we're doing a big slide from anywhere you can find on the G string right down to the 14th fret, and then a little bit of vibrato. So do that once and then you'll hear just a little lick. And what we're doing, it's a run from your E note on the D string, so 14th fret of the D string, to the 11th of the G, to the 12th of the G, to the 14th of the G, to the 12th, to the 11th of the G, and back to your first note, so 14th of the D. Yeah, so you'll hear. And try and use alternate picking for your little riff. Yeah, and that repeats all the way through the verse, so that's easy enough. Then we get to a pre-chorus bit, which is, and we're using power chords. So what we're doing, we're putting our first finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and we're resting our finger across all the other strings, which will mute them. Then we're going to put, I'll play it with my pinky, but you can use your 3rd finger, and you can play your pinky or 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D. And what we're doing, we're kind of muting this top string with the tip of our finger, and we're muting all the rest apart from the two we're playing. Playing it and sliding down a whole tone, so that's 2 frets to your E power chord. So we're going D to E. So 2, 3, 4, and then we go A power chord, so we're on the root on the big E string now, 5th fret of the big E, and pinky or 3rd finger goes on the 7th fret of the A, and we're going 1, 2, and then slide down to the G power chord, so the 3rd fret. Remember, we slide down because we're going down in pitch, and we hit that on the 3, 4. So we got 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we're doing after we play each chord, we're muting the strings so we don't have them ringing out. We got, and you can use the palm of your hand, or we can release these fingers a little bit. So we're using both hands to get that muting sound after each chord. So that repeats 3 times, and the last time through you go, and you hold it and you don't play the A minor or G, you just go, and it goes into the chorus, which is, so again we're using power chords and we're doing our little slides. So what we're doing, we're on the 10th fret of the big E with our 1st finger, and then the 12th fret of the A with our pinky or 3rd finger, however you want to play it, and we play that and slide down to the 12th. So we're going again from the D to E power chord. Then we go to 10th fret on our A root note, so we're on A string on the 10th and the 12th fret of the D. So we go, and we do the same thing again, 10th to 12th on the big E, and we go the 12th fret power chord on the A string, so 12 of the A, 14 of the D. So far we've got, and we repeat the first one, so 10 to 12 on the big E, 12 on the A. again. So that's the 10th on the A, 12th on the D. So play that again. Then we go to the 7th on the A and 9th on the D. And then finish up moving that shape up a string. So now we're on the 7th of the E and 9th of the A. So last bit. Little slide. So the whole thing. And that repeats for the whole chorus. Then what we have goes back into verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then we have kind of a build-up to the solo, and that is using your power chords again, and it does. So we've got our chords, and you do your little slide, and you go A, so that's your A note and your 2nd fret of the D, and B, so your 2nd fret of the A string and 4th fret of the D, and then we're into a C power chord, so 3rd fret on the A and 5th fret on the D, and we go 1, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we're doing 2 bars, and when you use an 8th note, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we go to our A power chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we go to our E power chord, so 7th fret of the A string, 9th fret of the D string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we're going to a G power chord down here, so you're on the 10th fret of the A string and the 12th fret of the D string, and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's always down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up for the 2 bars. Then we go back to our C, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, A, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then back to your C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you slide it down a tone to go to D, so 5th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D, 3 and 4, so you just do 1 bar on that, slide it up again. So now we're going to the 6th fret on the A string and 8th fret on the D string, so that's our D sharp power chord, and you 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that whole build up. So that's the build up to chorus, then you go. Okay, for the solo we've got this looping little Eric Clapton type riff at the start. Repeat it 7 times, so we've got bend from the 14th of the G, back down, pull off to the 12th, and then 14th of the D. Repeat that 7 times. We go. 7, and you go 12, slide to 14, back to 12. So, or you can do a hammer on pull off. That's 12 to 14, back to 12 on the G. Then we have so we've got 12 to 14 on the D, and you do a little hammer on, and we've got 12 to 14 on the G, and you do your bend, up and back down, and we got 12, so 12 to 14, back to 12, so you do a hammer on again and pull off on the G string, and finish that little lick on the 14th of the D. So So far we've got the looping Eric Clapton lick. Little 12 to 14 hammer and pull, I think. That second little lick. The next lick and the last lick of the solo, we got 12 to 14 on the A and 12 to 14 on the D and 12 to 14 on the G. Then you do bend, back down, bend again, and the 16th fret of the B string, bend down, 12 of the G and 14 of the D. So the whole thing, well, that whole last lick, so slow again, so A, 12 to 14 on the A string, 12 to 14 on the D string, 12 to 14 on the G string, bend, back down, bend again, 16 of the B, let your bend go down, and 12 of the G, and finish your solo on the 14th of the D. Okay, so we've been through the whole song, we've been through every little part, so have a listen to the record and you'll get an idea of where to come in and where to play the solo, where to play the chorus. On the live version there's delay on the, so if you have a delay pedal you can use that. I've just got distortion on a little Marshall practice amp and you get a cool little sound, so have loads of fun with that and I'll see you all in the next lesson.